5th Annual Black Friday Firearms Special Audio Video Sync. Howdy folks, you're watching Deuce and Guns, and today is my 5th Annual Black Friday Firearms Special. I've been doing this thing for 5 years. Now, every year is kind of tradition now on the Deuce and Guns channel. Every year I look through all the Black Friday ads for firearms, and I pick and choose whatever I think is a fantastic deal. Now, there are some good deals out there if you have a particular interest, but these are the best deals I can find for pretty much average Joe like you and me. Now, last year I came up with a really good formula of how I want to present this information, and I'm going to follow that again this year. Here are all the brick and mortar stores I'm going to be talking about. And what I'm going to do is, while I'm talking about a particular store, I'm going to leave the logo down in the corner there so you can forward through all the stores that are not local to you, that don't interest you, to the actual store you are interested in. And of course, I will leave the timestamps in the description below the video. Now, there are two very big differences between this year's Black Friday specials and last year's Black Friday specials. Number one is that 22 ammo is not being used as a doorbuster sale. There's still some sales out there for 22 ammo, but it's not a big deal anymore because you can find pretty decent prices of bulk 22 ammo at Walmart again, just like the old days. So they're not using that, that brick of 22 for 25 bucks to bring people into the store to buy other things. That's just off the table. Now, there are some good sales for ammo, 9mm through 45, but 22 is not one of them for the most part. And the second big difference is that we lost Gander Mountain. It is no more. Now, Campers World and some other company got together and bought it or something. I don't know the actual details, but they may come back in a different format. I think it might be an online only type store, but this year there is no Gander Mountain. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, another big difference between this year's Black Friday specials and last year's is the fact that many of these prices are subject to a mail-in rebate. So keep that in mind before you go to the store and shop. First of all, kicking things off with Academy Sports. This year, Academy Sports is offering the Dpms Oracle, which is the flat-sided AR-15 chambered in 5.56 for $430. In comparison, last year they sold the exact same rifle for $480. I thought it was a good buy then, and I think it's a better buy today. Now, they're also offering the 308 version of this, the AR-10 version of this Oracle, for, let's see, look at my cheat sheet, $680. That's about the same price as it went last year, maybe a little bit more, but the AR-15 version is a very good buy this year. They also have the Remington 870 Express shotgun. It's a pump shotgun very similar to my partner pump over there, chambered in either 12 gauge or 20 gauge for $230. That's a good deal. And $350 will get you a Ruger LC9, which is a fantastic 9mm carry pistol. And for $330, you can get the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard, which is the Smith & Wesson version of the Ruger LCP. Chambered in 380, it's a fantastic carry pistol. And for only $320, you can step it up to the larger Smith & Wesson SD pistol, which is basically the new version of the Smith & Wesson Sigma, chambered 9 or 40 caliber. Now, almost universal amongst all these retailers is the fact that they're all selling at a pretty good bargain price the range bucket of ammo from Remington. So at Academy Sports, you can get 350 rounds of 9mm for 40 bucks. That comes out to about 12 cents a round. And unfortunately, this year at Academy Sports, you will not be able to go in and buy a Heritage Rough Rider revolver for $99. This is the first year in recent memory that you cannot do that. They do have an option though for you if you really want one of these, is that you can buy a Taurus PT111 for $290 and to throw one of these in there for free. Is that worth it to you? Now, Taurus revolvers are pretty good usually, but the Taurus pistols, I've never had really good luck with them. So that'll be your choice whether you want to do that or not. And now moving on to Bass Pro Shops. Now, this year, to get you in the door, they're also having a Remington range bucket of ammo, and their deal is 350 rounds of 9mm for $50. So it's a little bit more expensive per round than the Academy Sports. It comes out to about 14 cents a round. We're getting closer and closer to the retail value for 9mm, but it's still a decent deal. For $220, you can get the Browning Buckmark 22 pistol, and now that 22 is back, this is going to be a great range planker. Bass Pro also is offering several carry pistols from Taurus for about 200 bucks, maybe a little bit less than $200. I would recommend they're offering for the Remington, let me look this up here, the Remington RM380. That's actually a pretty good pistol, and it's for $170. I would recommend that over anything by Taurus. And for $220, they're offering the Remington R51 pistol. Now, the R51, that is a unique design. I don't think it's reliable enough to be used as a carry option for most people, but it is a very unique design, so a firearms collector would probably be very interested in that. And Bass Pro has a great price on the Ruger LCP pistol, chambered in 380. It's a great carry pistol, and they're going for $180. It's a fantastic price for this. And for $450, you can get the Dpms Oracle, which is the bigger brother, the better version of the Sporticle, and it has the dust cover and the forward assist and all that good stuff that you come to know and love in all AR-15s. It's going to have a fantastic barrel, and $450 is a decent price for that. And for $220, you can get a Winchester SXP 12-gauge shotgun. It's a great pump shotgun for self-defense. If you don't have one already, this is a great buy. And just for fun, if you ever wanted a high-power pellet rifle, for $50 you can get one that shoots over 1,000 feet per second. It'll sound like a 22 when it goes off, so you might want to be out in the woods when you shoot it. And now moving on to Big 5. Every year Big 5's offerings get worse and worse for Black Friday, and this year is no different. The only thing that really caught my interest was the Mossberg Maverick 88 shotgun. It's 12-gauge shotgun, self-defense, great for self-defense. If you don't already have one, this is a good buy for $200. It's not the greatest price in the world, but it's pretty decent. All right, moving on to Cabela's. Cabela's is offering the same doorbuster ammo bucket. Basically, it's the Remington range bucket in 9, 40, and 45 ACP. They have various prices. There they are right there. If that interests you, go for it. They're also offering the Remington 783 in various calibers for only $250. Not a bad deal. And for $170, you can get a standard Ruger 1022 from Cabela's. Now, not something like this, but $170 is one of the cheapest 1022s I've seen in a very long time. If you don't already have a 1022, this is your chance to get one. And it looks like Cabela's is the place to go for your Heritage Rough Rider needs. You can get the 9-shot version of this for $130 there. And now we're moving on to Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods is offering the Savage Arms Axis XP rifle, including a 3-to-9 power scope for only $200. Last year, the exact same setup cost you $350. This year, $200. And for $180, you can get the Mossberg Maverick 88 shotgun. It's a great self-defense shotgun, and it's basically a less expensive version of this Mossberg 500. And for $130, you can get a Savage Arms Mark II GXP rifle. It's a 22 long rifle, super accurate. This one comes with a 4-power scope. You're going to want to replace that with a much powerful scope because I can use mine. I've got a much cheaper version than this, and I can hit a target out to 200 yards with it. And last but certainly not least, for Dick's Sporting Goods is one of the best deals this year on Black Friday. For $180 after your mail-in rebate, the Thompson Center Compas rifle. I've done 2 videos on this. This is a 300 Win Mag. Also, there's a 6.5 Creedmoor. That is an amazingly accurate rifle. $180. Threaded barrel. You can look at my videos for that. I'll put links in the description below the video for all the videos that I've done on these firearms. This is the best deal out there. If you don't already have one, find a Dick's Sporting Goods and get one. $180. Fantastic deal. And now let's talk about Dunhams. If you have a Dunhams in your area, then you can get a good deal on a Heritage Rough Rider revolver for $110. Last year they offered it for $100. This year up $10 for $110 for the long rifle only option for the 22. And for $230 you can get the Ruger Lcp, which is of course the pocket pistol chambered in .380 automatic. This particular pistol brought back the idea of a pocket pistol and brought it to the forefront again. And Dunham's has them for, again, $230. Not bad. Not the greatest price out there, but if that's all you got around, still not a bad price. And just like Dick's Sporting Goods, Dunham's is also offering the Savage Axis XP firearm for $200. Fantastic rifle, and if you don't already have something like that, it's a great buy. And along with that, they have the Remington 783 in various calibers for $240 after rebate. And like every store, Dunham's is offering a self-defense shotgun. Their offering is a Stevens 320 Security, which is a great 12-gauge pump shotgun for $170. And for $650, you can pick yourself up an AR-10, a Dpms Oracle chambered in .308, which is a fantastic platform, fantastic rifle and company. They make some really good barrels, so it's going to be pretty accurate. And again, $650, that's got to be the cheapest AR-10 I've seen for quite some time. And lastly, Dunham's has 2 really good options for you rimfire rifle fans. Number 1 is the Marlin 795. It's a rimfire 22 rifle. It only works really well with the 10-round magazine. There are some extended round magazine options out there, but none of them work very well. They're not very reliable there. But stick to the 10-round magazine. It's a fantastic firearm. It's going to be Marlin, so it's going to be accurate and reliable. They're going for $130 a piece. And for $180, you can get a Savage Arms rifle chambered in 17 HMR. The 17 HMR cartridge is super accurate, and you can usually find that pretty much in every store. And next up we have Field & Stream. Field & Stream has again, like everybody else, has a self-defense shotgun option. Theirs is the Savage Arms 320 pump shotgun for $200. Not a bad price for a pretty decent shotgun. And Field & Stream is also offering the Ruger LCP, again, a fantastic little carry pistol, chambered in .380 automatic. They are showing an unusual aluminum-looking trigger, a blue trigger of some sort. I don't know if that's special to their store or just a special option you can get, but it looks like it's an upgraded version of the LCP for $200. And they're also offering the same Savage Arms Axis XP rifle with the 3-9 power scope already installed for $200 after rebate. And along with that Savage Arms, they're also offering my favorite here, the Thompson Center Compas rifle for $180 after rebate. And of course, calibers all the way from 223 to 300 Win Mag. And it looks like this year, Field & Stream is the only place you can get the Heritage Rough Rider Revolver chambered only in .22 long rifle for $100 even. And if you happen to live near a Mills Fleet farm, you have a few options out there for really good firearm deals. Number one is the Remington 870 Express shotgun chambered in your 12 gauge or 20 gauge for $240. That's a high quality shotgun for a really good price. And like about half the stores out there, they're offering the Savage Arms Axis XP with the 3-9 power scope for $200. That is, I can't believe how many stores are offering this package. I may have to look into one, I don't know. And lastly, Mills Fleet Farm is offering a Savage 64 as a rimfire offering. It's a 22 long rifle. It's built like a tank. It is built like a tank. It is heavy duty. Unfortunately, mine, if you watch my videos, you'll see that I struggle with getting anything accurate out of this. This was not very accurate for me, but I have a feeling that about half of them are accurate and half of them are not. So if you want to flip a coin, you might end up with a fantastic rifle. And now we are moving on to Rural King. If you're lucky enough to live next to one of those, you got some homework to do. So stretch out. We got a lot of fantastic deals to go over right now. First of all, they're offering the Dpms Oracle rifle, which is just like the Sporticle here, except it's got the forward assist and dust cover. So all that good stuff you know and love about an AR-15. The excellent barrel is going to be an excellent rifle for $430. That is a fantastic deal on an AR-15. If you happen to be in the market for a 1911 and at the same time a 22 revolver, then they have you covered with a 1911 from Rock Island and a Chiappa 22 revolver, which is very similar in function and form as the Heritage Rough Rider revolver. If you want to get something that none of your other friends have at the shooting range, go for the Beretta Picot. It's for $160 after I'm sure there's a rebate there somewhere. It is possibly the worst carry pistol option out there. It is unreliable, hard to use, hard to shoot, but no one else is going to have one. So $160 is definitely a conversation piece. But if you happen to be looking for a very functional and usable 380, very pocketable 380, the Ruger LCP or the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard are much, much better options. And here you can find the same Remington range bucket for 9mm, 380, 40, and 45. So there's all your prices right there. They're pretty good prices overall. Some of them are better than others. And their next 5 really good deals there, they're all offerings from Remington. So let's run through them real quick. First of all is the Remington 783 rifle in various popular calibers for $256 after rebate. That's a good rifle for a decent price. Also, the Remington 870 Express shotgun, both in 12 and 20 gauge, for $230. And for $200, you can pick up a Remington RP9. That is their full-size option for 90mm, so striker fire, polymer frame, pretty much like everybody else offers. They're fairly reliable from what I understand. They've gotten better over the years. They started out with a little bit of a bobble, and then they fixed whatever issues there were, and it pretty much feeds very reliably now. And for only $140, you can get the Remington RM380, which is their answer to the Ruger LCP. Is it as good as the Ruger LCP or the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard? Not quite, I don't think, from other people that I know who do own them. It's not quite as good, but a very, very good option. And for $140, you can't beat that price. And their last offering that really got my attention is the Remington R51 Pistol for $180. Now, if you know a little bit about that pistol, you're probably looking at the screen right now thinking, Deuce, you gotta be crazy. Why are you saying that the R51 pistol is a good buy? Because they couldn't give those away. And that is true. For a while there, they actually brought them out. When they initially brought them out, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, whatever, they were so bad, Remington recalled them all to be repaired because they were that bad. And they've re-released them. They've supposedly improved them. And they have, to the most part. Most people can get them to run fairly reliably with the right ammo. But they are basically for a collector at this point, because it's such an unusual design. It's for a firearms collector. Somebody like me with all these firearms already. I'm not looking for a self-defense pistol. I am not looking for something to go to the range and just plink all day with. Oh yeah, and almost forgot, Rural King has a across-the-board 10% discount on all ammo and all other firearms not mentioned. And if you happen to live next to a Theisen's, you can get a Diamondback DB9 for 180 bucks. Also, they have a Beretta 380. The Beretta 380 is well-known, well-renowned for its reliability and quality. You get one of those for 245 bucks. That's a quality pistol there, quality carry pistol. And their rimfire option is the Phoenix Arms little 22 here. I have one. They're fun to play with. They're accurate enough to have fun with. They are small enough to conceal if you want to conceal it for some reason. It's reliable enough to have fun with. There are some quirks about it. It does have the dual safeties on it, and those can get in the way and kind of hamper each other. So there's a learning curve to it. There's some issues with it. It's supposed to only shoot standard velocity ammo, not high velocity. So it's not the best firearm out there, but it is fun, and for 130 bucks, it's not a bad buy. Now I'm adding something different this year. I'm going to go over some internet sites. Some of my favorite internet sites I'm going to go over right now, and I'm going to put all of my favorites in links in the description below the video. So check all those out for Black Friday and Cyber Monday and the weekends and all that good stuff. So first of all, one of my favorite sites is classicfirearms.com. Especially if you have your Curio Relic license, your CNR. If you have one of those, then here we go. They got a great selection of pistols right now. You can get a CZ50 chambered in 32 ACP or a P64 chambered in 9mm 9x18. It's 9mm Makarov. You can get either of those for $250 shipped to your door if you have your Curio Relic license. And if you want to buy all the cool stuff to assemble your own AR-15 at home like I have here in a bunker several times, PalmettoStateArmory.com. That place has the best prices on AR-15 parts and accessories, barrels, uppers, lowers, everything you need to assemble your own AR-15 right there. One word of warning though, PalmettoStateArmory.com has had some issues in the past with ID theft and ID fraud. So what I'd highly recommend is to get a gift card and use the gift card information to make your purchase on there, not your actual credit card. The best prices of magazines for your firearm is at cdnnsports.com. They have the best selection and pretty cheap and good shipping prices as well. And lastly, if you're not located next to a Dick's Sporting Goods, one of the best places to get a Thompson Center Compas rifle is Kentucky Gun Company, KYGUNCO.com. They have the best prices overall, the quickest shipping and everything involved. You can get to your local FFL dealer and then you pick that up from there for the cheapest price on the internet. And now that sums up all the greatest deals I could find at the time of this recording. Now I will be adding more in the description below the video, and actually I'll probably put a comment. I'll pin a comment to the very top of the comments section, and I will go ahead and keep on adding more and more deals there. So come back often and see if I've added anything. And if any of you come across a great deal on the internet or locally, go ahead and leave that in the comment box below the video, and we can all kind of share our knowledge and get the greatest deals out there possible. Well guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like and go up and subscribe. A lot more is on the way. And remember, I do a live stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll probably be about gun-related stuff, either casting, reloading, cleaning firearms, or just talking in general. Go ahead and stop on by if you can, because I will have the chat up and we can all have a good discussion about what's going on. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, or show ideas about either Black Friday or not about Black Friday, go ahead and leave that in the comment box below the video. And of course, you guys have a great day. See ya.